with the Dimitri team. We cover Florida, and just want to talk a little bit about searching. I know that most people, when they go to start, they start at Zillow. So let's just jump in and take a quick look. Let's go here to Zillow, and if you were to put in your zip code, for instance, you're going to put 33411. Let's put that in. Zillow is going to present you a map as well as the individual listings. So let's take a look at the map, and let's just pick this particular house right here. So if you go to this house, when you talk to a realtor, two things we're going to need. We're going to need the address, and we're going to need the MLS ID. So right here is the address, of course, and then if you scroll down a little bit, if this is should be on MLS. Yeah, here we go. Is the MLS access right here. So this MLS ID RX107. So that's what we need. We need those two things. We need the address and the MLS ID that allows us to find this very quickly. The other thing, I don't know if people realize this, but Zillow is a marketing company, and they sell leads to realtors. They make their money by collecting big dollars from realtors like me to get leads for people that are looking to either buy or sell their house. And a lot of times you look at this and you would think that this is going to the listing agent, which is Cliff Glanson here at Flat Fee. Well, it's not. Where it's going to go is to whoever, when they hit this contact, whoever Zillow is selling that lead to at that moment. So just wanted to make you aware of that. Now, next thing, let's just take the address. So you've got this, you've looked at the house, you've looked at their pictures, you like it. Now let's go one step further. Let's utilize Google Maps to take a look at this house, both from an aerial view as well as a the aerial view as Google Maps, as well as driving the street. So if you go to Google Maps and then you just take in this little block here and you paste the address you just copied into it, it'll take you to that house. It kind of lets you see how big the lots are, how far the houses are spaced apart a little bit. And then the cool thing is you can zoom either in or out from here. You zoom out, you can take a look. A lot of people say, well, I've come to Florida, I want to be at the beach. You can see how far you are from the ocean. So you get an idea, is that a 15, 20, 30-minute ride to get to the ocean from there. The other thing you can do is pick this satellite view right here. Allows you to zoom in and look at the houses themselves and the yards and the neighborhood, and you can kind of get a look at it and say, well, that neighborhood looks pretty good. Houses look clean, yards look manicured, roads look nice. So you can kind of get a view right from your computer. You can see several houses have pools on it of what kind of neighborhood it is. The second thing you can do, some reason this doesn't have a street view. Well, that's nice. There we go. I just clicked on another house here, and they gave me a street view. So I can grab the street, and from the street view, I can literally drive using my mouse. So I can click on the road, and it'll move me down the road, and then I can scroll around and take a look at houses. So let's just say I want to see this house a little bit better. I can look here. I can see they got a little pond up front. I'm just using the scroll function to zoom in and zoom out. I can see that maybe over here this side road is maybe a little bit easier to see the house. I can go here. Let's go to the intersection, and then I'm going to click on the road over here. It's going to take me to the side road. There's that house. So it allows me to basically drive around just like you would in your car. And I've taken people where we've driven into a neighborhood after the pictures of the house itself looked great, but the neighborhood didn't look right. And people said, no, don't even stop. I don't even want to be here in this neighborhood. So this allows you to avoid those things. You can look at that right up front yourself. All right, one last thing I want to tell you about searching, and that is working with a realtor like me, we don't use Zillow and Realtor.com. We use the MLS itself. And especially in Florida, there are three things as far as searching for a property that you would want to be aware of. One is whether the house is in a country club. This particular house is in a country club. This house is a great looking house. You would see it's 2,000 square feet. They only want $68,000 for it. That's up here in this upper right corner, $68,000. But it's in a country club, and that country club costs $60,000 to join. So that's just the first part. So you buy the house for $68,000, then you pay $60,000 to the country club, and then you have to get an annual membership. That annual membership is, in this case, $42,000 a year. The cheapest you're probably going to see is about $22,000, and they go up from there. So this house is that, and then there's also an HOA fee. So on this house, it has an HOA of $861. So that brings up things that you can't filter that out in Zillow. When you look on houses, you see this great deal just to be disappointed. What you want to do in working with an agent and allowing us to do a saved search is let us filter out the stuff you're not going to be interested in the first place, because you're not going to spend $60,000 to join and another $4,000 a month just for a membership. There are people that want that, and if you do, I can make sure those show up in the filter. The last thing that we do is HOPA. So HOPA is housing for older people. This particular one says no HOPA, meaning there's no age restriction. But if you were 35 years old and you loved this house and it was in a HOPA, meaning you have to be 55 or older to live in it, you'd love the house, but you can't buy it because you can't live in the neighborhood. So that is compelling reasons as to why you should work with a realtor like myself. Let us set up a safe search. Let them come conveniently into your inbox so that you can then see that information. And if you need to, jump into Zillow. But remember, get us the address and the MLS ID. And I look forward to working with you soon. Have a great day.